Good evening, beautiful beings of light. Thank you again for tuning in. Welcome to my channel. My name is Delinson Ventura. Today we will be discussing a Ascension update or energy update to discuss what is happening at the moment this week and going forward. I thank you for tuning in. I thank you for watching the entire video. Once again, only take what you resonate with and deflect what does not resonate with you when you're listening to this information or any other information out there in any platform. Remember to practice your discernment, and only you know where you are at in this journey. Only you know yourself better than anybody else. So, very important to practice your discernment and exercise your free will. Last week, I did an energy update and an energy transmission where I was discussing the energies that were happening during the middle of June and prior to that. The energies were very, very strong. Wow, 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 wow. These energies were extremely powerful. I shared in my last transmission that some of us were going through really, really intense ascension symptoms. And those ascension symptoms consisted of lacking sleep, having lucid dreaming, being extra tired, um, being extra thirsty. Um, Also, the energies of the Kundalini, being extra energized in terms of sexual energies, and going right in the waves. So if you are tuned in, you should feel that things are a little lighter now. Um, this week, after a few planets have gone direct and some alignment in our beautiful sky, as you can see, it's beautiful. Um, have shifted the energetics at the moment. So we were in between an eclipse sandwich, and we were in between some really, really strong energy. Aside from the alignments of the planet, we were also receiving solar flares and lots of energies being poured down into the planet to assist with the ascension, not just of us, humanity, but also the planet itself. We are at a time where everything is changing, everything is shifting, and everything is ascending into a higher state of consciousness, from the animal kingdom to the plants. Everything is receiving a new energetics that is part of the new earth that we have built already. I like to say that we have built because we keep saying in our community, if you resonate with the community of the new earth, we keep saying that we build in the new earth, we build in the new earth, and we build in it. Well, the new earth is already built. We are in between. We are in between two dimensions at the moment. The 3D still out there, being dismantled and crumbling to the ground, as we all know, and the fifth dimension, it's also out there. It is in state of consciousness. It is in state of consciousness that you can choose where do you want to navigate this ride, where do you want to be at, and you have the free will to be immersed in the 3D or the 5D. And so the energies that are being shared with Mother Gaia at the moment are the energies of ascension. And the planet is ascending, it has ascended, it continues to ascend, and it is not necessarily up to us to decide if we are going to join or not. Is we are being taken on this ascension journey with the planet. And of course, ascension is also not for everybody. We have to understand that ascension is not for everyone. Some souls have come to this planet at this time, have incarnated at this time to experience what is said to be in a dense plane, to experience duality, to experience polarity, to experience the lowest of vibration possible out there. And not necessarily came to ascend and necessarily to learn, but to living experience. So it is important to remember that. And it is also important to remember that we cannot compare our journey to anyone else's journey. Each and every one of us journey, it's individual. We have different missions. We have different set of goals that we have incarnated to accomplish in this plane of existence. So very important to remember that what your brothers and sisters might be going through, it is not necessarily what you might be going through. When you embark on this journey of ascension into a higher state of consciousness, into a higher frequency, you have to keep centered in yourself, and keep centered in your own process, and not necessarily focus on the progress of others, because it's just gonna be a mismatch. So you don't want to do that. Like I said, the energies last week were very intense. Tap yourself on the shoulder if you went through it with ease and grace. Things this week are a little calmer. They will continue to be calmer for a few months, although we will still get in the solar flares, and the Schumann resonance. I'm sure it's gonna continue to rise, and let's see what comes up. But this week for sure, and for the rest of the month of June, things will be a little easier. The waves will be smoother to navigate. And the sun just moved into the constellation of Cancer, into the temple of the goddess, the temple of the moon. So these are times where we will be integrating all the activations and all the upgrades, the DNA upgrades and cellular memory activations that we experience from the beginning of the year, and also in the sandwich of eclipses that we were in the middle of. So this is a time where we are now retracting. We are now going inwards to integrate what we learn, to integrate these codes that were downloaded into our DNA and our cellular memories. And the sign of Cancer is the sign of the crab. And what the crab does when it hears noises, or when it's not in its element, it goes backward, it goes inward, it goes back into the little hole or the cave, whatever you want to call it. So it retracts and go inward. So now we are in a time where we are being invited to go inward, so that we can continue to integrate these energies, and that we can continue to find out more of who we truly are. Because the process have been pretty much finding out more of who you truly are. And that is essentially what we are being invited to find out, our true essence, our true power, and continue to figure out what is our purpose. What is our purpose on this plane of existence? Why are we here? And that is what we are being invited to. Also, like I shared in my last transmission, the energy of the goddess is very, very, very strong right now. And now, with the alignment of the celestial bodies in the constellation of Cancer, it's also an invitation to continue to embrace your feminine within. It doesn't matter if you're masculine, all of us have this energy within. And the Kundalini energy, I also shared in my last transmission that the Kundalini energies are very, very strong at this time. A lot of sexual energy. I believe that that is what I will be transmitting in our last light language, in our next light language transmission. I will be sharing with you guys an activation to assist the Kundalini serpent within you rise up and either stimulate or to rise. It is important to remember that when you get these activations, you do not get what you are not ready for. You get exactly what you are ready for. You get exactly what you are ready for to integrate and what your body can handle. The divine is not going to give you something that you cannot handle. Always remember that. So I will be assisting in my next light language transmission on how to stimulate and how to awaken and balance the Kundalini energy within you. But yes, it's very permanent. We are coming, or we are actually feeling the energies of the strawberry moon, full moon, that it's coming on tomorrow, Thursday, here in the Americas. If you are in another part of the world, you might receive it either today or Friday. But yes, the full moon energy in the sign of Capricorn, very, very, very powerful. So one of the things that I do, and it's recommended by spiritual experts and spiritual teachers, is to try to anchor this energy by fasting half of the day, either 3 days before the full moon or 3 days after the full moon. And you can do this either any new moon or any full moon. And this will help the energetics of the celestial body of the goddess to integrate and for you to absorb the energies that are being poured to humanity at that time. So we will be working on that on my next light language transmission. If you did not see the last transmission, it was related to the throat chakra. I did a light language transmission that will assist with the cleansing and the balancing of the throat chakra so that you can continue to speak your truth and so that you can stand in your truth and allow your voice to be heard. So if you did not see it, I will post a link below so that you can take a look and receive the light codes that were transmitted through that transmission. And like I say, this week we will be working with the Kundalini energy to assist awaken the Kundalini serpent within you, or to stimulate it to get you ready for this journey. No, it is a fun ride, my friends. It is a very, very, very fun ride. It is important to also not to forget to continue living, to continue enjoying the beauty of life, not get so caught up on on the investigation, on the learning, on watching a bunch of videos here and there, and getting different perspective from different people. The most important thing is to remain in your center, to remain centered, remain in your truth, in your integrity, so that you can continue receiving these energies. These energies, mainly we receive these energies when we are in stillness. Throughout the day, since we are being stimulated by too much around us, we are not able to fully ingest the energy unless you are in a meditation state throughout the day. But most of these activations and upgrades happen during your sleep. So very important to try to get a good night's sleep. Um, Go to bed well rested. If you are able to take a shower before go to bed, please do that, because it will assist the lightness of your vessel, of your body, will assist to integrate these energies better. And yes, the energies of communication still very, very strong at this time. And last week, or for the first month, the first half of June, we experienced some sense of confusion, and some of us, or some of you out there, felt like the world was upside down, the world was falling apart, and not the word but your word, because that's the sense that it gives you. But this week is a little different. This week you feel more optimistic. This week and going forward, you feel more ready to take on the battle, and to continue this journey with a beautiful smile. So I invite you to tune in for the next transmission that I will be doing to assist with your Kundalini energy, and continue in your center. Like I say, continue in your center. Remember that this is a great journey that we are going through right now. Everything is receiving this energy, this ascension, from the planets to the animals, and we are not the exception, the humans. So I invite you to continue to stay positive, and stay in your center. Stay in your center, people. I love all of you. If you again don't resonate with what I'm saying, it is because you have not embarked on this journey yet. However, if you happen to come across this video, it is because the information that is being shared, you are meant to hear it. You are meant to be a part of it at this time. It might trigger something within you. So I highly recommend to just keep an open mind, keep an open heart, and let's all ascend together. So I will see you in our next transmission. Thank you, everybody. Have a great evening, wherever you are, or a great night, or a great day. And keep embracing the energy of the summer solstice here in the Northern Hemisphere. Bye-bye.